never bow down, never give up. Hey, hey, never give up, never bow down, never give up. I've been through hell and back, took bullets to my brain. Just ask the devil why he's scared to say my name. Wake up, careful what you say to me. Back up, you better let go. Last chance to make it out alive, because I'm locked and loaded, so run for your life. Never give up, never give up, never give up. I'll never give up, I'll never bow down. This is my destiny. I'm ready to fight when it's do or die. There's no way you're killing me. I'm gonna rise above and give everything that I've got. But when push comes to shove, I'll take what's mine. I'll never give it up. Never bow down, never give up. Bring it back around.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I would like to bring to the ring the chairman on the board of War Wrestling, Ripper Blackhart.
The chairman of the board makes his way to the ring here at March to Glory. I'm Mark Roberts. I will be with you all night on commentary, and I do believe Ripper's going to head up here in just a moment. Let's see what he has to say first.
How's everybody feeling tonight? If you've been following us on social media, you realize after what happened at our last event, when Jimmy Shane walked out of here with a piece of property that doesn't belong to him, that being the War Heavyweight Championship held by Crash. I have said I would call Jimmy out here tonight and get this settled once and for all. Jimmy, we know you're here. No matter if I suspend you, I ban you from the building, I lock every door before the show starts. Somehow, some way, Jimmy Shane gets in the building. So we know you're here, Jimmy. Come on out.
Well, let's see if the call is answered here and if Jimmy's going to show up with that stolen property. No indication yet that this call out is being answered here.
I know you're here, Jimmy. Come on out, Jimmy. You can bring your goons with you if you want, man. Come on out. I said you would come out, but with Jimmy. Go get Jimmy. We know he's here.
You want Jimmy Shane to be here, you should get a proper entrance. Shut up!
A proper entrance? Well, there he is. Championship belt high in the air. Really soaking in the glory here, such as it is. War Wrestling fans in attendance not excited about it. Letting Jimmy know exactly what they think of him here.
Lima. Did you miss me? The feeling's mutual. But see, it's good. It's good to be back. It actually is. Back in the ring where I belong. With the title that I should have had a long time ago.
Oh, brother.
This isn't my title. I'm well aware of that. But as long as I have it, it's not Crash's, it's not yours, it's not War Wrestling's property, it's my...
All right, can we get to the point? My God, I didn't call you out here to do one of your long-winded promos. And Jimmy, how can anybody miss you if you won't go away? I'm here to make a deal, Jimmy. I'm here to make a deal. You give us back the war title. And I will give you a match next month, Jimmy. I will give you a match that if you win, you are fully reinstated. Everything you've done, all past crimes, forgotten, forgiven. But if you lose, you are done. You are finished. If I see you at a war event again, I'm calling the cops. Hell, I'll hire a hitman to take you out as long as I never see you again. But, that's only if you give me back the title. I'm a fair man. I'm going to give you a chance to get back in to War Wrestling. All you got to do is win one match, Jimmy. One singles match. Deal. And that singles match next month will be against Crash in a non-title match.
Well, there you
All
have
you gotta
it.
do is win, Jimmy.
Jimmy Shane no longer looking as excited or grateful for the opportunity. And here comes Crash. These guys couldn't get out of the ring fast enough.
I believe this belongs to you.
All of the crew looking like they want no part of Crash.
Yeah, hey, Crash. I am going to need you to leave. I'm going to need Jake Healy to stay right where he's at. You owe me a match when you didn't show up last month, Crash. Or Healy, I'm sorry. Well, hey, you're not hurt now. And this guy didn't have anything going on tonight.
Block Entertainment. I go by the name Minute, right? Got a new show. I got my squad, right? Listen, man. You know my name, John. Young John.
Get a ref out here!
Right now,
Jake Ely versus Will the Thrill!
It looks like we've got ourselves an impromptu opening contest here as Will the Thrill is going to be taking on Thunderbird Jake Ely. Former two-time War Wrestling Tag Team Champion Will the Thrill. Lima's own here with the Harris right out the gate. And a big arm drag by Thrillium. Big Thrilly, if you will. Hits the drop kick. Will the Thrill in charge from the start here at March to Glory. And we are now joined by the chairman of the board.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mark, but I had some business to take care of.
And what business it was, starting out here hot with an impromptu matchup. Will the Thrill stepping up to take the challenge.
The voices you sound may not be familiar to you for a while, but Mark Roberts here filling in for Michael Hearn, who's on assignment. I myself filling in for Bryce T, who's on vacation, but trust me, you're in capable hands tonight, fans.
Take a look at what's going on out here outside the ring. Will the Thrill being pummeled.
Typical crew behavior. They're like a gang, Mark. They're not wrestlers, they're like a gang.
That's exactly the kind of behavior that we have been seeing here.
Jimmy Shane, he's been indefinitely suspended for months, but kept finding his way into the building, kept interfering in matches. So the last straw was him stealing the belt. I had to do what I had to do.
And then this Jake Ely character, he's definitely the runt of the litter here, but oh, he's got Will all the way up and over, good for only a 2 count.
He is the most annoying member of the group, though, Mark.
Well, you know, he's absolutely convinced of his own size and abilities, isn't he?
Oh, delusional's more like it, Mark.
Basically, getting an opportunity here is Thunderbird against a man who is finally of his own size, or rather, in Jake's mind, significantly smaller than him.
He's going against the hometown hero, though, Will the Thrill, born and bred here in Lima, Ohio. Former tag team champion with none other than Jimmy Shane.
Clearly causes a lot of the issues that underlie Will's problems with all of the crew here. Is his history with Jimmy Shane. Oh, look at that splash in the corner. Bringing Thunderbird out into the center, and he hits that elbow off the top.
Hit it perfectly, Mark. Look at the crew, they was ready to pounce. And that's what I'm talking about with these guys. It's gang mentality with them. You can't take on just one member of the crew or 2 members of the crew. You got to take them all on all the time.
Well, Will did come out on the losing end of a Respect Championship match a couple months ago to Brandon Fields. And oh, look at that kick. Beautiful savant kick. Will now signaling that he's going all the way up. But unfortunately, that means turning his back to his opponent, and that cost Will coming down hard.
But you can never turn your back on Jake Ely. He's a sneaky son of a gun.
All 7 foot and 400 pounds of him, if you ask Jake.
Oh, nobody's home! Nobody home!
Comes crashing down, spine on the pines, and Will the Thrill now sees an opening. Up and over, but still catches him with that enziguri kick on the inside. Will moves so quickly.
Going for it again, Mark.
Oh! That's a rough crash landing, but it's enough. to put this one away for Will.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Will the Thrill!
Telling them they're number one on the way out.
And once it already goes down in the record books, once you're already on your way to the pay window, there's no need to be a hero and stick around and fight 3 other guys. Will getting out of there as he didn't come with a gang on his side. In fact, Crash was out here. Will said, "It's okay, brother, I got this." Seems like those folks are not happy with you at all.
I haven't been happy with them for a long time, Mark. It's fine. It feels good. It just feels good.
To put them in their place. Because as you said, they weren't going anywhere anyway, so.
Fatal 4-way action as we see the return of Sam Beale.
The Terminator, Sam Beale.
Sam coming up short at our last event against Crash.
But Sam always walking out confident. The perm's a little wet right now, but it'll poof up as time goes on here. He's got his whole tool belt full of light beer. You probably don't drink a whole lot of light beer, do you?
Look at this. Does this body say light beer, Mark? Plus, I have a job. I can afford something other than Busch Light.
Well, that's fair.
I think I drank that in middle school.
Signs in the crowd for the Terminator, the Perm Daddy, Sam Beale.
Always. He had 2 sunglasses on. He had a pair of sunglasses underneath the sunglasses, Mark. Why?
Cracks me up every time, honestly.
From Cleveland, Ohio, God's gift to women, Jacob Rose.
Jacob Rose in a bitter feud with Ryan Michaels here over the past year. Former tag team champions as part of the Entourage.
I remember seeing them here together as a team last time I was here on commentary.
Now bitter enemies, always one-upping each other. Matter of fact, they faced each other last month. Michaels won the match, and Jacob, being the sore loser he was, attacked him immediately after.
Jacob clearly has a high opinion of himself, as we'll see as the match goes on here.
He is pro wrestling's favorite TV dad. Everybody's neighbor, Killmore.
Mr. Killmore, very distraught. I talked to him backstage. His tag team partner, if anybody watched our last event, which you can on Valor Media on YouTube, his tag team partner, John Paul and Miserol, kidnapped in front of everybody by Stamp Lickage.
Terrible. Terrible. He hasn't been heard from since.
I'm sure Mr. Killmore's here not just to wrestle tonight, but to get some answers of where his favorite neighbor has gone. Oh, Michael, I told you, Michael, Jacob Rose going right at it. The bell hasn't even rung yet, Mark.
Hot start on the outside here, and Michaels cannot wait It was Jacob Rose who went and met him there at the entranceway, but Michaels was ready. Now we've got a bell, official action, referee in the ring, as are two of our competitors. And I'm not sure that this fight is ever going to end on the outside.
Well, they can't win the match on the outside, though, Mark. So they're pretty much taking themselves out of this match because they can only focus on each other. And Mr. Killmore or Sam Beale may walk out of here with the winner's purse.
Mr. Killmore, for such a friendly guy, his name isn't very friendly. I'm not sure what that's about, but...
And he can be very unfriendly if provoked, I've been told.
Bad news for Jacob Rose in the corner.
Michael's taken out, still laid out on the floor on the outside below us.
Yeah, Rose may have decided that he was safer in the ring, or at least with a better chance, as you pointed out, of winning this contest. Keep your eyes on Mr. Killmore.
Oh! Would that be a 10-knuckle shuffle?
I suppose it was. There was at least that many knuckles involved.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, turning the mask around. Big clothesline by Sam Beale takes Mr. Killmore off of his feet.
Beale and Rose almost working as a team right now.
I bet Rose would look pretty good with a perm too, so.
Nobody looks good with a perm.
Well, he does seem to have the base of hair for it. I mean, Sam Beale may be able to convince him. I don't know. You're right, though, acting as a unit here. And with Michael still on the outside, this has become a handicap match, effectively, though it is a fatal four-way. Only one of these guys is going to be able to get the pin.
That's right. So even if they do take Killmore out of the equation, only one of them is walking out with their hand raised. Choking on rope, and you may be wondering, why isn't Joe Kupaz counting? It's a fatal four-way, which we all know, fatal four-ways, triple threats, pretty much no DQ in those type of matches.
And these Sam Beale, Jacob Rose will exploit the rules any way they can here, clearly.
Especially if there aren't any.
Well,
literally right down their alley. Michaels returns to getting popped in the face by Beale. Beale drags him right back outside. Ooh, right in, small the back, right into the ring. Oh my God, Mark!
that is just steel girding there, where the edge of the wood meets steel, and Michaels now may not be getting back in the ring.
He's laid out again on the floor above us. And Rose and Beale working in tandem once more on Mr. Killmore.
Packed house here tonight in Lima, and they want to see something other than Sam Beale in control of the action here.
At least stop doing that dance.
Right, nobody wants to see that. Hey, it's a Beale throw.
And there he goes. Oh, then there we go. That's what I want to see.
Mr. Killmore.
Doing a little dance of his own there, Mark.
He was. Gets caught by Jacob Rose.
Oh, now they're calling their shot.
Yeah, just gonna telegraph it. Gonna let everyone in the room know. Mr. Killmore, in fact, one of the people in the room, but he may be just worse for wear at this point. 2-on-1. Pop their hips and bring him over easy. A lot of showing off here. A lot of showboating from these guys.
Well, only one can cover him, too.
Right.
Oh, Michaels to his feet. Baseball slide knocks him right back down to the floor.
Off the top, Jacob Rose caught Ryan Michaels. Doesn't want any part of it here.
And Mr. Killmore's begging them, no, no, no.
Mr. Killmore has had to deal with many nuisances in his life, as is the curse of the TV dad. There are always some neighbors who aren't.
The wacky neighbor.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the Kimmy Gibbler of this operation here. Are they really gonna get this double suplex off the top? Superplex, no!
Michael's back to his feet.
Oh, a headbutt takes Sam Beale down. Both of these men reeling, and it's a double shoulder tackle off the top. Ryan Michaels has changed the entire tempo of this match.
Now him and Killmore are also working as a unit to take on Beale and Rhodes.
Meeting of the minds here, perhaps? No. They both put on the brakes. Well, they also turn their backs on their opponents, which is something you know you can't do in there.
Up and over the top rope.
Mr. Killmore with the schoolboy, good for a 2 count. Yeah, Jacob Rose came crashing down hard on that guardrail.
Beale out on the other side on the floor. Big atomic drop.
And now you see the fatal 4-way nature of this bout means that Killmore and Michaels now going after each other.
We've said it several times in this match alone. There can only be one winner, so at some point, alliances you may make will fall apart.
Michaels setting Killmore up now on second turnbuckle on the inside. Coming down with that forearm, a la the Hitman. Crowd in Lima behind Michaels, who just spit on Jacob Rose on the outside.
That's the problem there. He's too occupied with Jacob Rose. I feel at some point that's going to bite him in the end.
It was an uppercut followed by a leg lariat here by Mr. Killmore.
Spinneroonie, are we going to see? Oh, I thought we was going to see a spinneroonie.
Instead, it is a knee right to the back of the head by Jacob Rose, but there's still more competitors behind your back. Can't turn your back for a moment in this fatal 4-way action.
Killmore to break up that pin.
Yeah, because Killmore wasn't going to add to it. You can't have 2 guys scoring the pin.
Beale trying to get Killmore out of the ring. Michaels back to his feet. Big spine buster.
And that will leave anybody in a world of hurt. Sam Beale prone on the mat, and he's getting tied up.
Sharpshooter, sleeper.
Yeah, that leaves Michaels back open. Jacob Rose taking advantage, but again, these 2 guys just so preoccupied with taking their frustrations out on one another, they're fighting all the way to the back.
Easy win now.
They've basically taken themselves out of this match because of how much they hate one another.
Killmore. And he nails it with the cover, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Fatal 4-Way, Killmore!
Killmore gets it with the Fresh Prince opening, defeating Sam Beale and winning this Fatal 4-Way bout.
Oh, I'm not done yet, neighbor. It's been a while, and apparently since I've been gone, there's a new ink in town trying to cause problems with my fellow neighbors. And they've gone as far as to mess with the neighboriest of neighbors, Jean-Paul. And on top of that, they're like late 5 deliveries that I've been needing, like Amazon's not there and stuff before you get dad body.
You got mail.
Well, Mr. Killmore delivering a little bit of Yiddish on the microphone. Brings out Delivery Inc.
When will you guys learn? When will you learn? You put your nose in our business, we beat your little Gimmicks Inc. team. You put your nose in our business again, we took your leader. He might be in here, I don't know. We might have to check. When will you learn not to mess with us anymore? Listen. I know you just had a big match. Congratulations, big win. You want a challenge? Delivery Inc., you want to see who is the better Inc.? Well, I'll tell you what. We're not busy in April, and we're nobody's fool. You want to come back? We don't care if you bring the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, whoever you want. You want a shot at the real Inc., at Delivery Inc.? Sign the contract, come back next month. April at nobody's fool, and we'll be happy to end this once and for all.
Oh, we're gonna end this. And I'm not bringing the baker, the candlestick maker. I'm not bringing the muffin man. No, I'm bringing somebody that has the heart of a lion who will bite you on your tuchus. And I promise you, when everything is said and over, we're not going to be so neighborly when we're done.
Well, there you have it at our next event.
Challenge laid out and accepted.
Delivery Inc., Gimmicks Inc., but who will be teaming with Killmore? Because as we know, Gimmicks Inc. full of members and members we haven't even seen yet. Delivery Inc. scheduled to be out here for the next match anyway. Decided just to wait on their opponent.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, River Maverick, Connor Knox, the first stringer.
Well, Delivery Inc. cannot spend.
Accompanied by Coach Steve.
Delivery Inc. cannot spend any time worried about next month because they have a challenge ahead of them right here tonight in first stringers.
And I'm sure the coach has a game plan. And if the first stringers can execute it, they will get one of the biggest wins of their career against the Hall of Famers and the first ever War Tag Team Champions in Delivery Inc.
Well, River Maverick is probably smart enough to execute on that plan, and Connor Knox is also in the match.
Yeah, he's a special boy.
Yeah, yes, the Himbro.
Bless his heart.
Indeed, I've known Connor Knox for most of the time he spent in the ring, trained up in Toledo at Skull and Bones, whereas Maverick from Cincinnati trained by Cody Hawk.
And Ryan Michaels, oddly enough, who we just saw.
Well, those are, I mean, you're not your trainers, but you can get every advantage in the world by having the right trainers. So,
And some of the best in the Midwest as far as training goes. Two very high, I recommended them schools and them trainers to anybody out there looking.
yes, worked with both of those, had the privilege to work with both of those trainers in the capacities that they are still involved in pro wrestling. Shout out to CKC. sure he's listening in.
Oh, thunderous shot to the chest. He might have caved that in.
No, I think Rivers' chest was like that when we started.
River finding out firsthand why these guys are the Hall of Famers that they are.
Tag made, and whoa, that is a lot of weight coming down on the small of the back.
The thing with Dexter Dementia, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know what he's going to do with his opponent when he gets in there.
Tag made now to the Himbro Connor Knox.
Oh, big hip toss.
Sticking to the fundamentals is Dexter Dementia. Oh, well, I'll let you call that one.
Nipple twist. He just slammed a man by his nipples, Mark.
My nipples! My nipples!
Well, I guess that's what you call a march to glory. Connor Knox sent in hard, follows him up with a clothesline and a bulldog.
Ooh. Drove his face all the way into that mat.
The pretty face of Connor Knox. He needs to get by on his looks because, well, he's got that and some brawn is about all.
And here's what I'm talking about Dexter. He's going for a cover.
There you go. That's the direction you want those shoulders.
You know he got suspended from the post office once for biting a dog.
Incredible. Stamp in now.
Oh!
With a crossbody with a little bit of an assist.
That is definitely some old school tag team like tactics right there.
Yeah, I think I used to see Skylo Low do that.
Oh, now Connor getting a taste of what River got in the first half of the match. And he likes it just as much.
Oh, that's some serious lickage right there.
Line tag made.
Oh, look at this, a distraction from the coach on the outside. Oh! No, wait, Kitty's got sunglasses on.
Nothing blocking that beard, though. Oh, and he just yanked him out. Some hair. Is he tuning up the band? Sweet shit music by Dex Jr.
Meanwhile, Maverick and Knox have been doing a number here on the inside. Did not result in a victory yet, but River Maverick here with that chin lock.
Trying to taunt Dexter, and I can promise you Dexter has no idea what he's doing. Come on, Peachy, get him off the ropes there, you know.
Dexter's called worse on the route every day.
Now the coach getting involved again.
But yeah, Peach is, I think he's named that because of his resemblance to the Peach emoji, right?
Well, plus he's really Peachy King.
That does outdate the emoji. Connor back in now as the ring has been cut in half, every loophole being exploited here.
They may be young, fresh new tag team, but they've got a person like Coach Steve in there who can teach them the classic tag team wrestling, and that is classic tag team wrestling, is cut that ring in half and keep your opponent on your side of town.
And they're called first stringers for a reason. I mean, these are two strong young athletes. Connor Knox shoots the half there. You can see Connor Knox has a solid build and more muscles on him than a lot of guys. Very young, not far out of high school.
And the same with Maverick, accomplished high school wrestler, from what I was told. And when Coach Steve took over managing duties for Brandon Fields, He knew he needed to surround Brandon Fields with a team who could protect Brandon Fields in his respect title. And he searched, and he found these two young up-and-comers, and he has molded them ever since. Just wish someone would take that whistle away from him. Good God.
Yeah, the whistle does get old. Blocks a hip toss and gets one of his own now, does Stamp.
That took a lot out of Stamp. You got to remember, Deliver Inc., they're no spring chickens.
No, and they're walking all week long, so tired by the weekend. Backslide here.
And the mail does get delivered on Saturday, so they probably had a shift before they got here.
They very well may have, you're right.
Nice jawbreaker.
Connor Knox quickly regaining. Well, he's still in some pain, and
that is not going to help the situation, Mark.
No. Following the atomic drop, Kimbrough is really, well, I believe the phrase is shown X. Going for a bulldog of his own.
Landing on that posterior once more as
yes. Opportunity here to make the tag.
They've been doing this a lot as of late, where River will get on the shoulders of Knox and he will drop River onto our opponent. But Deliver Inc., well scouted.
Yeah, Stamp blocked that one. The superplex we never saw earlier. Beautifully executed. River Maverick in a world of trouble. Just gets that shoulder up.
Barely. Crowd trying to get behind Deliver Inc., which is surprising. Deliver Inc., longtime fan favorites when they came out, started the thing with gimmicks saying, I not like them at all.
Tag made now. Dexter's in there.
But they told everybody they're doing this for them this time.
Oh, Connor dropped down hard.
Uh-oh, I think we're going to get some airmail here.
No. Dexter all the way up to the top.
Signed. Sealed.
Oh. Dexter coming off the top.
Delivered.
And it's a big victory for Delivery.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match, Delivery Inc.
That's what we do to the second string.
Keep it out, guys. Come on.
This next match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he's from the nicer side of Detroit, Michigan. He's the Golden Child, Evan Class.
Seems Mr. Class has a high opinion of himself.
You may recognize him. Evan was in a 6-man pre-show for us a few months back. Trained by War Hall of Famer Truth Martini.
He's from Jonesboro, Arkansas. Shotgun, Tony
Very fresh, very mean-spirited guy. Him and Ryan Michaels had some battles, and I think Michaels earned his respect. Last month, Will the Thrill needed a tag partner to take on the first stringers. Tony Gunn showed up. Said one thing he hated more than ever back in high school was the jerk jocks, and he had a coach with a whistle.
Little bit of distraction there.
He's good at that.
So we've seen a new side of Tony, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
and the fans have taken to him.
Still using that flask.
Well, you can't change a man completely. He is who he is.
But fans, especially in this part of the country, have seen Tony Gunn for so many years now. Eventually, that familiarity breeds a respect among the wrestling fans.
And the wrestlers as well, I would say.
Big arm drag.
Tony Gunn, the seasoned veteran. Evan Class, a relatively rookie, breaking into the business.
Yeah, I've lived in Detroit for almost a decade. I've never seen this kid around Detroit.
Well, he probably lives in one of the classier suburbs.
Yeah, I think that is. That's why they have those T-shirts that say Detroit-ish. When you go to Disneyland, you tell people you're from Detroit. Good now, in control here. Shoots him off. Oh, there is a mistake you don't expect to see from a veteran. Let his intentions be known. Oh.
And there's a move only a veteran can do.
Tripping Class landed right on his face. So much about pro wrestling is being able to adjust on the fly and recover when something goes wrong. We see Tony Gunn be able to do that in spades.
Lining him up.
Ooh, that was a knee right to the temple.
Evan Class able to hit them ropes, knocking Tony off balance, and now giving him an advantage.
Well, the Golden Child may, at this point in their respective careers, have the speed advantage, have the cardio advantage. It's going to be the mental toughness and experience of Tony Gunn that I would expect him to rely on here.
You can be fast, you can be strong, but experience outweighs all that.
Low drop kick in the corner. Going to have to let the man out at some point.
Now mocking Tony Gunn.
With the click, click, boom. Tony's not going to take kindly to that. Golden Child going back multiple times, getting the same treatment each time. Oh, gives a little bit of a receipt there to Gunn.
Oh, I thought he was going for the neck breaker. He clubbed him in the back, and now a nice Pele.
Yeah, faked him out. Oh, doesn't even go for a cover, though. The disrespect.
This is the ignorance of youth. Instead of going for the pin, he decided to use some close fist.
Short leg drop, very punishing, and every time he goes for a cover, even if he didn't think he was going to win this bout with a short leg drop, he is forcing Gunn to essentially bench press all of his weight every time he tries to kick out. It's one way to wear down an opponent.
A lot of oxygen leaving the lungs when you do that. Crowd trying to get behind Tony.
Yeah, this chin lock here meant to do the same. Tony getting some space now.
Oh, right to the eyes. I've always said, Mark, it doesn't matter how big and how bad you are, thumb in the eye, great equalizer.
You have always said that. I've got a few DMs from you that say that. I'm not sure why, but I appreciate you sharing your wisdom.
It's lonely on the road, Mark.
Yes. I'm aware.
A little showboating, but effective nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a nice clothesline here. Going for a cover again. Gunn gets that shoulder up.
Here we're seeing different styles at work. The flashy, showy, young up-and-comer. And nothing fancy, just a punch right in the mouth from the veteran.
There have been times throughout Tony Gunn's career where, you know, he was that rookie once. He understands the mindset. I don't think the same could be said for the golden child here.
Yeah, definitely something that you only get through experience.
Hear the sounds of flesh on flesh as they ricochet through this building.
Whoa! Big flapjack!
That'll also knock the wind right out of you. These men looking about even right now. Evan charges first, but the boot comes up right to the face.
That's what I was talking about. There's nothing fancy about it, but every strike means something.
Oh, a big crash right in the center. I thought Gunn was going for a Thez press there. Oh, gets the better of that clothesline when both men had the same idea.
That's a bot kick right under the chin.
Oh! Another crushing blow sends Evan Class reeling. Set up in the corner now. Here comes Tony.
Oh, up and over.
And it's another kick to the face. Tony coming off the rope. Not the corner, the rope itself. Hooks the leg. No.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he had him.
I did too. I mean, when a guy flies through the air and hits a knee to your skull, most normal men would not be kicking out, but clearly Truth Martini instilled in the golden child that you don't allow your back to remain on the canvas for 3 seconds.
They probably have to do a bunch of Hindu squats if Truth found out too.
That's fair.
Evan on the offense now.
Shooting himself into the ring. Oh, Tony blocks.
Whoa! That's got to be it. That's got to be it this time.
Big spike DDT, and that does it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Shotgun, Tony Gunn!
Tony Gunn racking himself up another victory here at War.
A successful showing for the first outing that Tony Gunn has had with a new attitude here at March to Glory.
Mr. Kilgore. I'm glad you accepted our challenge for next month, because we're ready to take out all of Gimmicks Inc. Tell them, Stamp!
Some people never learn. We took him out once, we put the other one in the bag and took him out the front door. Mr. Kilgore, you're next. April.
Don't be bringing your
You're gonna be the
roofies.
fool.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Let me introduce to you the reigning War Women's Champion, Chelsea Lyons.
Chelsea Lyons ended a lengthy reign for Paris McQueen at our most recent event last month. It was I believe, 245 days, something like that, that Paris had remained champion.
Just shy of a year. She won at our last anniversary event. Chelsea and Paris have battled all over the Midwest. It was just a matter of time before Chelsea came out the winner.
Third time was the charm for her. She is the 7th War Women's Champion. 6th individual to hold that championship, and she's not a magnanimous winner.
Gotta take care of some business here, Mark.
Oh, what? So, chairman of the board business, I guess. Okay, River.
Hey, Chelsea up here. Chelsea. Right here. Here we go. Yep. Hi, champ. I know you think since Paris ain't here, you probably have the night off. But if you pay attention to the War Facebook page, which you all should, someone else said she was coming tonight. And I see no reason why you shouldn't defend that title right here, right now, against Leela Feist!
Whoa! Well, the chairman has topped himself here tonight. Leela Feist, who has really made the round successfully throughout the continent in women's wrestling. She is OVW Women's Champion, and get a look at a very capable young athlete here in Leela Feist. Seems like Leela may have, I don't know if Leela had more notice on this than Chelsea did, but Leela looks ready.
I was informed of Paris' situation earlier in the day. We had invited Leela to come to War Wrestling. She let everybody know she was coming. I don't know why Chelsea wouldn't know this would be the outcome once she heard the news.
Well, that's a fair point. Chelsea certainly should have had advance notice that Leela was in the house tonight.
Leela also had quite a few matches with Paris over that World Championship, so she knows what it's about, and I know she wants it.
Chelsea certainly not keeping a poker face about the situation here at all. She seems pretty miffed. Right out the gate, we're going to see some wrestling here from Leela Feist. Chelsea giving it right back. War Women's Championship on the line here, not what the champion was expecting.
Beautiful chain wrestling from these two women.
Headlock takeover, one easy way out the back. Chelsea gets out of that head scissors.
Both jockeying for position at this point.
I'm sorry, I thought that kid was on color commentary with us at this point. Very enthusiastic young fans.
Definitely want Leela to slam Chelsea. into the corner, up and over.
Oh, Leela blocks a forearm, gives one of her own.
Leela very fluent in the ring there with her moves.
Yep, hit the lucha arm drag, hits the traditional arm drag. Sending the champion in. Oh, Leela gets caught, or does she? Oh, not a good position to be there. Choked on that center strand. Chelsea really not above taking a shortcut when she can.
She really is a mother.
Yeah, that's why I don't talk to Chelsea much. She always demands that I call her mother, and that seems strange. It was 4.
Yeah, she is correct. It was only a 4 count. If it was 5, I believe Joe Lopez would have no problem disqualifying her. Again, utilizing that count every chance she gets.
There's got to be a limit to a referee's patience on that as well.
Yeah, Joe Lopez, I don't know if you know this or not. I've told other commentators, he was the ref during David and Goliath and allowed a foreign object to be used then.
Well, that's rough. Schoolgirl pin attempt. Not enough for the challenger here.
Just bashing her forearm into her face.
Chelsea Lyons in her first defense here of the War Women's Championship. Oh, got her by the ear, it looks like. Oh.
And she just, we've had a man slam another man by his nipples, and now we've had a woman literally grab another woman's ear and slam her head into the turnbuckle by it. What is going on here?
Well, the ears are about as vulnerable as the eyes. Doesn't take a lot to unfortunately remove that.
Yeah, it's like a ridiculous amount of low pressure that you can rip them off.
It's happened in wrestling rings before. Look at this with a Muda elbow in the corner.
Leela showing why she won that belt at her last event.
Or Chelsea rather, but Chelsea's showboating here.
I'm an old guy, gets hit in the head a lot.
Oh, well. Hey, Leela with the trip and a cover. Yeah, Chelsea wanting people to call her mother and then telling children in the crowd to shut up.
It's not very motherly at all.
No. Leela ringing that arm, shoots the half. Getting the champion into a pinning predicament here.
Chelsea, when she delivers her forearm, she goes all the way back with it. So much impact.
And once again, Leela Feist finding herself prone on the middle rope. Gets back to her feet before Chelsea can strangle her there. That's a good call. Arm and head, both cinched in here. I think that was for you.
Submission like, is she out? Is she out, Mark? There's one.
Well, she's got her arm in there as well. Leela fighting back, but yeah, I mean, that's the referee's call. We do see she's fighting back now, so the challenger's still in this thing. Beautiful split. Trips Chelsea Lyons. Leela back up on her feet. Enziguri takes Chelsea Lyons down.
Fans getting behind Leela Feist.
Yeah, rocking the bleachers here. Hooks the leg. leg. No.
So close. We almost had a new champion after her first title defense.
We know that Chelsea's ego would not handle such a thing well. Prepared for the former champion, Paris McQueen. Oh! Dropped hard down on the pine, stacked up, and it's a 2 count only.
At this point, Leela's got to be wondering what does she have to do to put Chelsea away. She's hit her with 2 very high impact moves.
And Chelsea using a little bit of the tights in order to get Leela Feist's face right into that turnbuckle. Watch out here, feet on the ropes. Oh, referee catches it.
That's how she won the title, Mark.
Well, I guess it's not going to work twice. Referee was right there. Leela Feist coming behind with the roll-up now. And she did it!
Oh my God!
We got a new champion!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and the new War Wrestling Women's Champion, Leela Feist!
Oh my God! When I put this together, I didn't really see this coming, but it makes sense.
History been made here at March to Glory. Leela Feist is now your War Women's Champion.
I'm glad I'm up here and not back there right now.
Yeah, Chelsea is going to be a menace as she crosses that curtain.
Delivery Inc. Sometimes late on Delivery Inc. Sometimes you deliver way after Christmas, even though I sent it in November Inc. I am sick and tired of you messing with my little mime neighbor. He messes with nobody. He brings joy to the tiny neighbors. And since you talk about me sticking my nose in your business, well, trust and believe, I'm gonna be all over you like the neighborhood watch. So me and my lion buddy of Gimmicks Inc., we're gonna go 2 on 2 with the duos of, you know what I mean, neighbor.
Our next match is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by GXE Black. From the Rage Dojo, Orlando Christopher.
The man that broke 1,000 hearts of these War Wrestling fans. Turning his back on him, joining Jesse Black of all people, becoming more or less the new leader of the Wicked.
But a very familiar face and an accomplished pro wrestler. Everyone here familiar with Orlando Christopher over many years.
Also a Hall of Famer, former 2-time Respect champion, former War champion.
Yeah, I believe Nate Matson was here for the Hall of Fame ceremony, right? When Orlando got in.
Yes, he was.
From the Rage Dojo by way of Buffalo, New York, Blazing Appollo, Starr.
Diametrically opposite entrance and reception here for Apollo Starr, who's quite popular in Lima.
Apollo Starr, the only Triple Crown champion here at War. He has held every male title there is held, and also a Hall of Famer.
Bell rings and Orlando Christopher gets in a clothesline immediately. It wasn't a jump before the bell, it was right at the bell, but that is exactly the tenacity that Orlando's bringing to this match.
Now he's calling for the microphone.
Wait a minute.
We're in the middle of the match.
What did I do to any of you people? I never turn on any of you. Because I beat up crappy Scotty Amos? That guy was a dick anyway. Now you're chanting I suck. Who sucks? Who sucks? If it's a villain you want, you just got yourself a villain.
Well, match has already started, and that was small package. Orlando Christopher almost got himself pinned.
Yeah, you don't turn your back and not keep your eye on Apollo Starr. I said, Triple Crown, the only Triple Crown winner here at War.
Two very accomplished pro wrestlers, but Orlando Christopher clearly has his mind on some other things here. Letting the crowd get to him.
Apollo Starr, also a War original. He's been with the company since the start. Orlando Christopher started here at a very young age as well.
Beautiful double underhook suplex, holds on. Oh, and a snap suplex, holds on still. And then the gut wrench. Three different amigos.
Apollo Starr, he's a man within War Wrestling. He doesn't demand respect, but he commands respect.
We'll see if he finds any respect here from Orlando Christopher. Nice evasion there. Up and over, and all the way down to the outside. A rare miscalculation and a bad fall there. Jexy Black coming to check out her man.
Apollo not letting him get a breather.
Her charge is what I mean. I'm implying nothing else.
Making sure Jetsy doesn't get involved in.
Well, Jexy is dangerous too. You don't want to turn your back on her either.
She bought Orlando the time he needed. Just rammed Apollo into that steel post.
Yeah, and that's solid steel and a real head, folks.
Almost throwing him into the front row there, Mark.
Yeah, crashing into the guardrail down here right in front of us.
Orlando ducking his head under to break the 10 count, so Peachy has to start the count over.
I'm not sure what put Jexy in such a bad mood, but she's been there for decades now.
I think maybe her little outfit may be a little too tight.
Well, maybe you should go tell her.
I mean, that'd make me cranky. And there she is, the Jezebel.
As the referee is distracted, getting her licks in, On the outside is Jexy.
Why does she have a riding drop?
I don't need to know about what she does on a Saturday night after War Wrestling.
Oh, and Orlando just tearing at his face.
Oh, that's brutal.
No technical wrestling move there.
Not at all, and it does physical damage, but also psychological. When you talk about the respect normally commanded by Apollo Starr, that's a very disrespectful thing to have done. Kitchen sink knee lift, and a pinning combination here. Orlando Christopher looks frustrated. Mocking the fans for chanting on Apollo Starr.
Now, like a nerve grip on the, what is that, the trapezius?
Yeah, you seem like someone who would know a thing or two about a nerve hold. Could probably take someone out with one of those in a bar fight, if you know how to do it right.
Not a fighter, I'm a lover, Mark.
Oh, okay, I've heard that about you.
Now, Orlando back in control.
Seems to have lost track of Apollo Starr.
And there he is.
Yeah.
And he brought him a T-bone.
Well, that must be why Apollo is so well liked.
And some chops.
And a big swinging neck breaker with a flourish by Apollo Starr.
Nobody smoother in the ring than Apollo Starr, Uncle Q. Apollo doesn't do this a lot. Took way too much time, gave Orlando his opening, and if you give Orlando Christopher an opening, he will walk through.
Very much takes advantage, and now perched all the way up on the top rope is Orlando Christopher. He's bringing Apollo up with him.
Oh, you superplex. It looks like it took just as much out of Apollo, out of Orlando, than Apollo.
Yeah, it's going to be a matter of which can capitalize first here. You notice Apollo has the presence of mind to not have his shoulders on the mat. He rolled over belly first.
Orlando rolled over to the ropes to help him get back up to his feet. All white peachy with the count.
You never know what Jexy's doing out there as well.
Now just some fisticuffs.
Yeah, fists flying here in Lima. Apollo really opening up the lead, though.
Oh! Man, knocked the tooth out of that. Oh!
Orlando going right for the eyes.
Some people studied under Bruce Lee. Orlando studied under Curly.
That's excellent. You've been keeping that in your back pocket all night. Pinning attempt here, no, due for a 2 count only.
This is a great match, two of War's greatest going at it.
Oh, gets caught and a Death Valley driver. Comes right back over into a pinning combination, 2 count only.
Ooh. I like 2 3/4.
Yeah, very close.
Orlando thinks it's 3. That Michigan math, Mark?
I can see why Orlando would be frustrated, and the referee was on the side of the other shoulder. But I saw clearly looking at the ring here, it was 2.
Jesse putting in that riding prop, they fighting over it.
Yeah, we want to get that out of the ring, ref.
Now Apollo has it.
Oh, now the referee doing the right thing to remove it from the ring.
Wait a minute. Oh!
That may have been what Jexy was doing earlier, some sort of a weapon there, and Orlando Christopher has stolen one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Orlando Christopher.
Look out, he's flaunting in front of the crowd.
You should talk to the board about this, Chairman.
Apollo pleading his case.
Yeah, protesting the referee, but I don't think that's going to do anything at this point.
Else. I mean, we tried everything, right? I feel like we're doing pretty good.
Put him down. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Every month we come to war, and you guys are pulling this antics, squatting each other. This is why we lose.
We're training.
Okay? Thin ice with me right now. You. I told you to get in there and finish it, and you didn't. Right? What's the game plan?
Win.
What's game plan B? Did we do either one of them tonight again?
No.
No? If you guys want to, you can go down with the losers right down the road if you would like to.
Sheesh! Whoa. We hear y'all talking some smack, and there is no way you could be referring to Alpha Sig.
Yeah, the dick overheard you. You think it's easy? You think you could beat the dick? You think you could beat KC? We say prove it. We ain't got nothing going on April 4th. I don't think you guys, the bench warmers, do either.
Bench warmers?
So what do you fellas say? We're making a date, April 4th.
Think about ourselves in action. There ain't nothing about nothing. We'll see you two April 4th.
There we go. All right.
You know what? April 4th, that's a thumbs up fact.
Chelsea, I know tonight you didn't see me coming. Because you seem to try to cheat your way through life. Just like you tried to cheat your way through another match. But that's not going to happen with me. I was severely underestimated tonight. Now I'm walking away with 2 championships. I'll see you next month.
Our next match is scheduled for 1 fall, and it is for the War Respect Championship. Introducing first from Powell, Ohio, and accompanied by Coach Steve and the First Stringers. He is the War Respect Champion, Brandon
Brandon Fields, a man with a very high opinion of himself, who has had these young athletes who accompany him to the ring here. They've done a lot to help him in winning and retaining the Respect Championship, but he doesn't really give a lot of credit to anyone but himself.
Brandon Fields feels he is the all-star player. He feels he can do it on his own, that he does it on his own. But anybody who's paying attention can see it's a team effort to keep that respect title around Brandon Fields' waist.
First time ever matchup here.
What a kid.
And now the challenger from Detroit, Michigan, Nick Ultima!
Nick Ultima showed up here in War and has taken these fans by storm. They love him. They were drawn to him immediately.
Nick Ultima already showing off some of that fancy footwork that he can do outside the ring. You want to keep an eye on Nick Ultima's flips and kicks and anything else that you can catch. He moves quickly through that ring.
A very contract style to the champion, Brandon Fields.
Brandon Fields, in his second reign as Respect champion, regained that championship back several months ago from Ryan Michaels. Had a victory after that over Will the Thrill that he refused to make a championship match, and then had a successful defense since then over Apollo Starr, I believe it was, at our most recent event.
The man that he defeated the first time for the Respect title.
Lots of history there. Brandon Fields, obviously a known commodity to the fans here in Lima. Nick Ultima, much more of a newcomer to the whole scene here, but he's caught on fast. Beautiful, crisp lockup in the center of the ring, as it ought to be when the Respect Championship is on the line. And tremendous history there.
And that's the thing. Apollo Starr, when he was a champion, he felt everybody should have an opportunity. He was given open challenges, having people come, show up. He didn't even know who he was facing. He didn't care. Brandon Fields, on the other hand, feels you have to earn it. He will not do an open challenge. He only defended against people he feels worthy, which is why he did not allow Will the Thrill a title shot, because he had lost the previous event. This match was made after Ultima won a fatal four-way, which I felt was impressive, and he deserved a shot at the Respect title.
Apparently that is enough to earn the respect of the champion as well, for him to have consented to this championship bout. And so far, Fields remains in control with a grip on the head of Nick Ultima. There we go, Ultima breaks it, but no, big shoulder tackle sends him down. And again, we see a terrible numbers disadvantage here for the challenger. Look at how many guys are outside the ring here supporting Fields.
Before, like the crew, I said it's like a gang. The coach has put together a team. They have one goal, and that goal is to make sure Brandon Fields remains a champion.
Well, mission being accomplished thus far, and there are three men who look like athletes, who look like pro wrestlers. I'll give them that. But Nick Ultima is going to be able to give any competitor in War Wrestling a run inside the ring. Blocks that hip toss. Oh, goes down low.
And this is the explosiveness we were talking about when it comes to Nick Ultima.
1 count only, though, on the champion. Brandon Fields rolling to the ropes, knowing where he is in the ring, even if he needs to use it to gird himself. How often do you see a monkey flip in 2026? And a nice senton to follow it up. Nick Ultima going for gold. Gets a 2 count only.
Ultima's feeling it.
Still have 2 more big bouts coming up tonight.
Also title matches, the War Tag Team Championships and the War Championship. Brandon Fields, corner to post, now shooting him across.
No, gets reversed by Ultima. Challenger gets caught.
And here's a rarity. I can't remember last time I saw Brandon Fields go to the high rent district.
Connects.
Classic double axe handle mark.
He made it halfway across the ring and connected.
And that's the contrast of styles I was talking about earlier. Nick Ultima with the flips and the kicks. Brandon Fields more of a classically trained, old school grappler type wrestler.
Well, first stringers may have helped him get and remain where he is, but we are seeing championship caliber athleticism here from Brandon Fields as well. It's not like the first stringers could just back anybody and make them champion. But it sure helps when you've got some guys outside the ring to do this. Commentators curse just as I start to say anything nice about Brandon Fields. Shows us all exactly who he is and what the game is here. Beautiful Greco-Roman backdrop suplex, as Luke Vez used to call it.
And the group effort once again swings the advantage to Brandon Fields in this Respect title match.
Still not enough to put away Nick Ultima, as the Himbro is arguing with fans on the outside here. I don't think he's gonna. I'm not sure that guy's ever won an argument.
Ultima with a short flurry of offenses there and shut down.
Yeah, Fields ducked that kick that might have taken his head off and then gets a 2.
The referee definitely letting them know it was 2. Ultima may be out on his feet at this point.
Brandon Fields is firmly in control of this bout. Champion coming in hard now with a knee lift in the corner.
Not trying to put Ultima away just yet. Maybe a mistake.
Yeah, I would not give Nick Ultima some time to breathe. Or your face may be meeting the canvas just like that. Hook of the leg. No.
We would have saw our second upset of the night right there, Mark.
Yeah, that would have been a big one. And I'm not sure first stringers really would have been able to help, because Connor Knox is still deep in an argument with the front row over here. He hasn't stopped moving or yelling this whole match.
I think that's the ADD.
Yeah, it's something. He's an easily distracted young man. Nick Ultima now fighting back toe-to-toe with the champion, ducks a leg.
Yeah, Nick Ultima not distracted at this point. Purely focused on Brandon Field's face.
Yep, and on that Respect Championship that could be within reach here. Not only does the champion have an inherent advantage, not only does the champion have help outside the ring, but Nick Ultima's never actually been in the ring with Brandon Fields before.
They just had a weird little huddle over there, the first stringers and the coach, so we'll see if something transpires out of that.
Hope the referee keeps his eyes on Nick Ultima there, up on the top turnbuckle. Beautiful missile drop kick.
Oh! Fraction of an inch.
And Nick Ultima now rallying the troops behind him here.
But the coach up on the corner here has got the ref distracted.
Damn it.
Here comes the first stringer.
Maverick from behind, Knox, no! Connor Knox taken out. Nick Ultima got the better of that exchange, but he still turned his back on the champion. Here comes Maverick. River Maverick, oh, delivering a kick to Nick Ultima. And now setting up that ripcord lariat. Oh, he nailed it. And that's it.
Again, team effort.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, and still the War Respect Champion, Brandon Beale.
With the business end clothesline, Brandon Fields is absolutely certain that he defeated Nick Ultima all on his own.
Once again, always, forever, War Respect Champion. He did me straight in the jaw.
Still two big championship bouts to come here at March to Glory.
I cannot believe I can't. How did we go from me facing Paris McQueen tonight to her not showing up because she's scared to the OVW Women's Champion, Leela Feist, coming in here, crashing my celebration. I was celebrating with the belt. And next thing I know, we're in a match? She wasn't even booked for a match tonight. Why is she even here? Why does she have my title? They said I tried to cheat. No, I don't cheat. I'm not a cheater, okay? She tried to cheat, and I want my rematch. Yep, because she tried to cheat, so I want my rematch. I want my rematch. I want my rematch.
Following contest is for the War Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Three-way dance. First team to can score a pinfall or a submission will be the War Tag Team Champions. Representing the Crew from Little Chicago, the Made Man, Dino DiCapo. From Boston, Massachusetts, Tommy Hamilton. They are the Wise Guys.
I've never seen a wise guy wear flannel before.
He's from the Redneck Mafia.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
This is the Wise Guys' second reign as tag team champions.
Led to the ring by Jexy Black and Kronos E. Berserker. They all represent the Wicked. White Wolf, Terrace Gray. For Lycan, Alex Lynn. The Gray Wolf.
Now these are two men I am familiar with. They got a better reception than I was expecting. They seem popular here.
They were the latest addition last year to the Wicked by Jesse Black. Plus, they're part of the reason Amos is no longer a part of the Wicked.
Big from a university down the road. Keith Chillin Jacobs. Big Dick Myers. Alpha Sigma Sigma.
Big Dick Myers with the sunglasses. Keeping chill. Casey Jacobs with the horn. From the university down the road.
Yeah, they look like they came straight here from maybe a game of beer pong. Was nice and warm out today. I guess that's what one could do on the grass if one wanted to.
Big Dick Myers just recently getting to use his name. When first joining Alpha Sigma Sigma, he was simply known as the Pledge.
Well, I don't know if you saw what his t-shirt said, but I don't really want to repeat what his t-shirt said. It says his name and in the Alpha Sigma Sigma.
I think my dad had a pair of shorts like that in the 70s that Big Dick's wearing.
Well, yeah. I think they were more popular then, but what do you and I know about fashion?
Very stylish. Cronus out there with very little supervision. Not good for anybody at all.
No, just kind of meandering about on the outside. You think maybe Jexy would have some control over him, but never can be sure. Going to be the Lycan Alex Lynch starting out for his team.
Big Dick Myers for Alpha Sigma Sigma, which, is it wise for the Wise Guys not to be involved in the match right now? one of these guys could get the pin and the Wise guys would lose their championship.
Well, you know, the Wise guys, I did get word in the locker room before this bout that they said it is the chairman having issues with them that makes them have to be in a triple threat match to begin with.
It's simple. There's no love lost between us. I managed them to their first tag team championship. Gino put hands on me a few months ago. I was out for several months before I got this position. Now that I have this position.
Backside pinning attempt here.
I do not forgive and I do not forget. I'm a very petty. Matter of fact, you can call me Tom Petty. I'm very petty, Mark.
Fair enough. You're in the position to be able to do it, I suppose. Oh, Bulldog kicking off the middle rope there. Going for a pin right now. See Gino there, not going to put up with it.
Well, I think it finally dawned on him that the pinfall happens without them in it, they still lose the title.
Beautiful double suplex here. Alex Lynch is no small guy. He's a beefy boy. Held him up there, hit the back suplex, good for a count of 2.
I think Alpha Sigma was just trying to help him with his cake stands.
That is how you learn, I guess. Maybe without the crashing down on your back part. Kronos was over here messing with Gino's leg, pulling on his pants over here.
Earlier, he was rubbing the head of our bell ringer.
That's no way to behave in a workplace.
Tag into Jarrus. The Grey Wolves, they work very well as a team.
They do spend a lot of time together, travel on the road together, make towns and promotions as a team. Going for a pin here. No, broken up by the champions.
Both teams, but all 3 teams, as a matter of fact. Travel up and down the road together. The Wise guys have been together quite a while now. Alpha Sigma, they broke in together. There was 3 of them. Brett Oakley not here tonight. Grey Wolves showing up here and making their mark on the tag team division here and more.
Jarrus Gray earlier described himself as unbalanced and unmedicated, I think it was. Something to that effect. Things that make you know that he's not a guy you want to spend too much time with.
Teams here, part of factions. You got the Wise guys as part of the crew. Grey Wolves, part of the Wicked. As Big Dick Myers lays in the clothesline.
I'd say a fraternity is something like a faction.
It makes you wonder, yeah, it's like I said, it makes you wonder if Alpha Sigma ever thinks about bringing more of their brothers
yeah,
some of the events.
Might help them out with this numbers game. Big senton after the side suplex. This could be it right here. Jexy looks unhappy that neither of her men are a part of the equation right now.
When Amos and Kronos had the War Tag Team Championship for over a year, she referred to him as her War Tag Team Championship. When Beastman was under her management and he was the War Wrestling Champion, she referred to that as well as her War Championship.
Oh, crushing power slam there. Gives you a good sense of stories that you're telling of the sort of politics that can infect a locker room.
Alex Lynch in there to break it up, and Gino took exception to it.
Yeah, got deposited to the outside in a hurry.
a weird history between the Wicked and the Crew. There's times they've worked together, and there is times where there has been obvious friction and tension between the two factions.
Tommy going for a pin now. It gets broken up.
But yeah, both Casey and Jarrus in there. Casey sends Jarrus out. Joe's sending Casey out. As the legal men in this match is Tommy Hamilton and Big Dick Myers.
It appears that Tommy Hamilton is just wearing straight up cowboy boots. I guess that's what everyone in the Redneck Mafia wears.
He's got Irish heritage, I'm told. I was told that he is Gino's Irish cousin.
Well, I mean, he does have a red beard.
Very nimble for two big guys.
And crushing down on a much smaller opponent. Oh! A leg drop and a senton simultaneously. Gino hooking the leg. No.
Casey to save his partner. I don't know if we were scraping Big Dick off the mat after that one.
Yes. Very close to it. Big Dick trying to find his way now, but didn't get very far in any direction until he's picked up and thrown into the corner. Wrong part of town here.
For sure, there's nothing good down that road. Big Dick fighting out of that corner. You can't keep a Big Dick down.
Well, if it's been more than 4 hours, you ought to worry. Up on the top turnbuckle now. Beautiful crossbody.
But at such a high impact, is there enough for Dick to make the cover? Or at least get the KC for the tag?
Casey's horn is about as attractive as the coach's whistle. Ducks a clothesline. Oh, it hits a forearm.
Oh, pops Lynch.
Finds a way to cut the big man down, does Casey. Keeps Jarrus out of there, too. These Alpha Sigma boys may have something going for them here tonight. Splash in the corner.
Oh! Got reversed and gave a shotgun drop kick to Gino. The wise guys meet in the corner.
Yeah, stacking them up now. Oh! Snaps both of their necks over the top rope. Casey's starting to disrobe. Big splash across both of the champions. That could have been it if had it not been for Jarrus Gray.
Oh! Ooh! Suplexed onto the wise guys.
With a kick to the ribs on the way down.
Rick Myers back to his feet, back into the ring. Going after Jarrus, going after Alex. Alex hits it. Jarrus hit Alex.
Terrible miscalculation there. Big dig up on the shoulders. Oh! Some teamwork that may have absolutely destroyed his orthodontics. Anyone who has the money to be in a fraternity also can afford orthodontics in high school.
I don't know about you, Mark, but I've pretty much lost track. Who's legal in this match?
Well, we've got to hope the referee knows Kronos on the outside, buttressing his man, and, well, no.
Kronos trying to help. Big Dick back up, and now the Grey Wolves taking a exception to that.
Yeah, they've come out to really lambast Kronos here.
Casey!
Using his whole body as a weapon, as a projectile. And Casey continuing to disrobe here.
Kronos walking to the back.
Oh, Casey got caught.
Casey all alone in there. Oh no!
Neck absolutely shattered there. Gino hooks the leg, and the champions have retained.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match, and still War Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
These guys are like
Gino Di Capo, Tommy Hamilton, the Wise Guy.
Champions retain, and one championship match left to go tonight.
Month in and month out, this is what we do, boys. You keep this belt around this man's waist. You two could just follow the game plan. We could possibly put some around your waist and keep this around his, and everything will fall into place. I promise you.
That's right. War Wrestling fans, still your War Respect Champion. Always and forever, your War Respect Champion. And you want to know why? You want to know what we're doing to win championships? To keep championships? Teamwork. A great plan made by a great champion and executed by the best War Respect Champion there has ever been. And I heard, Eric Surge, through the grapevine, I heard, you're wanting some of this? Well, go ahead and walk on down. Present yourself, get in that ring, and try your hand. But I hate to tell you, you're still gonna be walking away empty-handed, because I am, now and forever, your War Respect Champion.
This is indeed for the War Heavyweight Championship. Scheduled for one fall. Introducing the challenger from Flint, Michigan, Black Diamond, Jack Price.
Jack Price, former TNA talent, but also a former War Tag Team Champion here. And as I mentioned, the TNA talent, this is the anniversary on this very day. Jack Price, Black Diamond, Jack Price, beat out Crash at the gut check at the Arnold Classic for that TNA contract.
That's right, 4 years ago today, I was there. I was actually in the ring when the winners were announced, being Jack Price and Jason Hodge. The footage they released, I was holding the camera right there in the ring with those guys. Crash, as you said, came in third in a contest with 2 contracts awarded. So neither of these men have forgotten.
From Salyersville, Kentucky, he is the king of the horses. He's a whole lot of dude. He's the War Wrestling Champion, Brad.
Crash winning that title at our last anniversary event in a brutal war, a Japanese deathmatch style match against Beastman. He has been a dominant champion ever since.
And as the name says, a whole lot of dude. Jack Price is a very complete pro wrestler and a technician in there. This is going to be quite something. These men have met in tags in multi-man situations. First time they've ever actually gone one-on-one in a singles bout, and the stakes could not be higher.
Jack Price getting rid of all his bling.
Yes, the ice. I've seen Jack Price have incredible matches in front of much smaller audiences than we have here tonight. He delivers every time he's in the ring for his fans and for himself, and with the World Championship on the line, I think we are about to see something special.
Both these men, bona fide superstars within professional wrestling.
The size of Crash's back, you could sell ad space. Jack could barely get it, couldn't get a waist lock.
Whoa!
Oh, just absolutely hurled across the ring.
That's what I was going to say. Crash almost knocked him completely out of the ring, Mark.
Yeah, luckily the ropes were there. May not have felt too good to crash into him, but...
Oh! That chop sounded like a gunshot. Beautiful drop kick.
Sends the champion to the outside.
And the Black Diamond's gonna fly.
Beautiful. Tornado dive there, taking Crash down. Don't want to get caught up in conversation with the fans there. Jack Price wants to be in that ring. Catches Crash coming in.
Whoa!
Hits the flatliner, hooks a leg. It's really early in this bout to go for a pin attempt.
That was such a flurry of offense there, Mark.
Oh, he definitely had Crash rocked. And we talked earlier about how there is benefit in making your opponent kick out. Certainly, by the looks of these men, one would assume Jack Price would have more of a gas tank.
The cardio is probably in Jack's favor.
Stepping on his ear, stepping on the back of his head there.
Jack's got the cardio, the speed, the technique. But Crash, very nimble for a large man. And so strong.
Oh, very. Man who has been a power lifter. In addition to having been a former college football player.
Which we saw some shades of that there with that shoulder block. Whoa!
Oh, brought in hard onto that second turnbuckle. Comes Crash.
Jack Diamond, he's not just I keep calling him Jack, it's the Black Diamond. Jack Price, not just a pretty face, Mark.
That's right.
I want a contract.
And he's not related to your favorite singer, Neil. Diamond. disrespect shown to Crash there. I don't know, Jack's looking cocky about this situation. May just be putting up a front, but I think he needs to stay on the champion.
I was about to point that out as well, Mark. When you got Crash down, you got to do everything you can to keep him down. If Crash gets vertical, it's a whole different ball game.
Crash in the corner now. Jack gonna take an opportunity to lay in some chops, but Crash said no. Oh, it looks like those chops are making Crash up mad.
Crash just eating them.
One after another, lighting up Jack Price.
What's for dinner? Chops.
Crash trained by Sami Callihan, 13-year veteran. He was in the PWI 500 in 2025. Oh, Jack Price out of the way. Crash coming hard into that corner. Leg drop takes the champ down. Good for a 2. Look at that, the velocity of that kick out though. Crash told me that his unofficial total between squat, bench, and deadlift when he was training in powerlifting was 1,800 pounds.
Good God. See Jack doing a lot of jaw jacking right now. I feel this is a mistake. You've got Crash down. Stay on the attack.
Championship on the line here. We know Jack Price wants it.
Oh, just paintbrushed him. Oh! Oh my God.
Absolutely turns Jack inside out. Up in the fireman's carry, only one way down!
God, Mark!
Oh, that was a brutal fall for Jack Price, who somehow has use of his limbs, thankfully, to kick out.
That was such a devastating move. I thought that was it, the way I watched Jack Price's body crumble.
Yeah, Jack Price not moving a whole lot from his position, prone on the mat there.
And now Crash stalking his prey. Jack fighting for all his life to get out of the grass.
He does, in fact, get out of the grass, but goes right back in it. A pop-up power bomb. Crash has him pinned. No.
Oh, Jack Price.
That was just insane that Jack Price was able to get out from under Crash.
I think once you've done this for so long, subconsciously as a wrestler, you hear that too.
Right.
And just instinctively, whether your body has anything left in it or not, kicks out. Oh, stunner over the top rope. Desperation move, Mark?
Yeah, but it's clearly done its damage.
He just threw the bell ringer out of his chair. Has the chair now.
Crash recuperated enough to take that chair away.
Now he's got the title belt. Oh!
No! No, not like this! Oh! The Black Diamond almost stole the War Championship.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was over. I thought that was it. I thought we was crowning a new champion right then, right there. Jack Price thinking, what else do I have to do? God!
Going strike for strike with Crash is simply not a good idea, and not the way that Jack Price is going to be able to get an advantage here. Out of the way. Crash can dodge and weave too.
Crash has turned up the level on the violence.
Absolutely like a wall running at you. Oh, Jack gets the knees up.
Just when you think Jack Price is out of it.
Oh my goodness, coming off with a cutter.
Oh my God. Are we going to get another champion, another new champion tonight? Frog splash.
Beautiful frog splash, hooks the leg.
Oh. Fraction of a second. It doesn't get much closer than that.
Incredible athleticism. Incredible heart from both of these men.
Going for the cutter again. Oh!
Champion catches challenger with a clothesline right across the back of the head. And a big suplex. Hook of the leg, can Jack get out? He does it!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still War Wrestling's heavyweight champion, Crash!
Tough fought match indeed, but Crash still reigns supreme at War Wrestling. Thank you everyone who came out tonight, who's watching this now on Valor Media. Join us next month, April 4th. Nobody's fool.
You might have took my contract 4 years ago, Jack Price, but you weren't walking out here tonight with my championship. Jimmy Shane, I hope you're watching. I really hope you're watching. Because that's what's coming for you next month. Prepare yourself.